Hello, I'm going to tell you about the Golden Rule. This has to do with fiscal policy, so it fits nicely into the key things with Econ 4 about fiscal policy. So, what is it? Here's the Mark 1 version. Take a look. Write it down as well. Have a think about it. The government should not run a budget deficit over the economic cycle. It's a good start, but it's not yet complete, because there may be, even over the economic cycle, there may be a justification for some net government borrowing, for some extra accumulation of debt. So why might it be worth violating, or modifying would be better, this Mark 1 version, and actually allowing or permitting, even encouraging possibly, the government to borrow money over the economic cycle? So what long run could justify it? Okay, hopefully you've managed to work it out. Apart from to finance capital investment. So let's write that down. Apart from to finance capital investment. Okay, so there you have the entirety of the Golden Rule. Now, what do we need to do next? Press pause if you need to get that down. Right, our old friends, analysis and evaluation. Is the Golden Rule a good thing? And also, is it going to work in reality? Because that's where you've got to live, even in the example. Okay, so we're going to now analyse, evaluate, critique. Okay, so here we are. Government should not run over the economic cycle apart from finance capital investment. There are two main problems with this, and the way we can pick these up is a good exam technique, is really to critically analyse the text. Where are the likely flaws here? Well, budget deficit over the economic cycle, and the second one is going to be looking at capital investment. The first question that comes up with this, and the first problem with implementing this, is, well, what constitutes an economic cycle? Right, now, in theory, nice and simple in theory, we've got time picking along here, we've got GDP, right, and this is our nice straight line trend growth, economic cycle, right, the had at AS, it's a nice kind of sine wave, and right, there's an economic cycle. And you would say, well, from here, from this time to this time, we have no borrowing apart from to finance capital investment. Does it look like that in reality? No way. Right, the actual GDP over time might have a big boom, then come down and have a bit of a double dip recession. And you don't know. This is the real problem. It's very hard to judge, extremely difficult to judge the actual duration of a complete economic cycle. And realistically, with governments in power, what the Chancellor tends to do is say, oh, the economic cycle is not yet finished yet, and the politicians can choose when to measure the economic cycle in a way that permits them to spend more money when they want to, generally to win elections, or to try and win elections. So this is extremely difficult to monitor. And then the second problem, right, so problem one, make a note of that. Use your initiative. The second problem that we've got is capital investment. What exactly constitutes capital investment? Now, it can be, for some things, extremely indisputable that they are capital investment. However, for other things, it may be nebulous, difficult to tell whether or not they are capital investment or not. So, the Golden Rule. Nice rule in theory, very difficult to implement in practice. Have a look in the book for that, just to follow up. It's on page, let me check that, 318 to 319. You could use the index. Right. Do go and read about the Golden Rule there, and email me if you've got any questions. Thanks a lot.